Good morning. It is Ann Poirier from Shaping Perspectives, and last week in our blog, Divorcing Exercise, you read a little bit about my own kind of story about exercise and movement, which I actually created a career around and then became kind of destructive for me. And so because of that, I divorced the old way of thinking about exercise and came up with my own new way. Because we know that there's lots of benefits, right? If you didn't read the blog, head back to last week's blog, Divorcing Exercise, and creating a new way of moving your body and looking at what it can really look like. How it doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to be a have to, it doesn't have to have all the rules attached to it. And so what I want to share with you today is how I've kind of created my own movement formula. And we call it the 2x2x2 movement formula. And it has 3 components. Let me share them with you and why this is the way that has really changed the way that I move my body completely. And so the first part is walking. So you see I'm walking on the beach. I always walk places where I feel comfortable, out in nature. Sometimes I'll even, when it's wintertime, we'll go somewhere inside where we can walk, head over to the mall or something like that where we can walk. But walking gives us our independence. It creates mobility. When we're able to walk, we're able to go places and do things and experience nature, experience places. So walking is part of our formula. The key here is the baseline of the formula is to get yourself out of pain. So if you're in pain, that's going to be the first step. And then we move into this walking piece. And like I said in the blog, time doesn't matter. Any time works. Every single time is logged in, goes into your movement bank account. So that's one part. The second part we call fit moves or functional strength. Now this is designed to really help eliminate the risk or reduce the risk of osteoporosis, right? Give us bone strength, connective tissue strength, and also muscle strength so that we can do the things that we want to be able to do. We can lift things, we can get down on the floor, and we can get back up off the floor. So this functional strength piece is just movement for your why, I call it. So what is your why? What do you want to be able to do with your body? And then let's train strength around those movement patterns. So that's the functional strength or the fit moves. And then lastly, it's just play. Think outside the box. What do you like to do? Do you like to swim? Do you like to do yoga? Do you like to stretch? Do you like to walk? Do you like to get out and kayak? Do you like to play tennis or pickleball or foot golf, my favorite? Do you like to hula hoop? Do you like to go on the swing set? What are the things that your body you just smile no matter what when you're doing it? And thinking about those things. And sometimes you have to experiment. What is play for you? What does that look like? So we have walking, functional strength, and we have play. And these 3 components make up our 2x2x2 movement formula, which means you take 2 days of walking, 2 days of play, and 2 days of functional strength. Do we all start that way there? No. We might start with 2 days of walking or 2 days of play, right? I have a couple people that are doing the 1 by 1 by 1. So they're getting out 1 day to walk, 1 day to do some strength, and 1 day to play. That's their starting point. We're moving from there. And again, this can be for 5 minutes. It can be for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 30 minutes at this particular heart rate. It can be anything that your body is capable of. We don't want, being in pain does not make it sustainable, and it does not make it consistent. And as I said in the blog yesterday, consistency and stability and sustainability are really the keys to moving our body. So how can you, or what does it look like for you to find a movement program for yourself that is consistent, that is fun and enjoyable, and that you just, want to do? So that gives you a little glimpse of our 2x2x2 movement formula. And next week, we're going to talk about how you can start doing that. in our blog. So keep your eye out for our blog next week when we talk about the hows, right? Understanding the why is the first step, and then we move into the hows. So have a great day, and thanks for watching. What are you going to do to move today?